that ought to work. Alright, try that again. Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, but you can just call me Mr. Unemployable. Well, the Irish season for 2017-2018 is in the books. Linfield win it. However, Glentoran did get overachievers of the season, which is actually an achievement I had not yet unlocked, so hooray there. For some reason, Howard Beverland was considered the worst signing of the season. I don't know. For free, he did a pretty darn good job for us. And considering we played 70,000 for Shannon Klukas, and he arguably was worse than Beverland, I don't necessarily agree with that designation. Meanwhile, down in the personal accomplishments area here, Northern Irish Player of the Year, Curtis Allen. Danske Bank Premiership Player of the Year, Curtis Allen. He also ended up getting the Supporters Player of the Year. A fantastic season for Curtis Allen. Very happy for him. Where I am also quite happy is on the international front. As you all know, I am a very, very proud Canada supporter, even though the team has not been doing that well as of late. Truly, it's a dark time for Canadian soccer. They did go to the World Cup, and while they were bounced with three straight matches, they did get a draw, earning their first goal and their first point at a World Cup, having managed to go without a point or a goal in the 1986 campaign. The 2018 campaign saw them draw Portugal 1-1, a great result, and certainly one that saw Portugal not advance in what was undoubtedly a group of death with Belgium and Brazil. Looking at the rest of the groups from 2018 World Cup, Russia and England advanced over Algeria and the US. I'm going to go ahead and say a little bit of English bias there on the parts of Sports Interactive saw the Three Lions through. Colombia and Senegal advance over Wales and New Zealand. Interesting there. France and Australia over Ghana and Serbia. Not a shocker. Cameroon and Italy over Japan and Belarus. I am a little bit surprised that Cameroon got in over Japan. Italy, not a shocker there, but that is a bit of a surprise. Spain and Uruguay over Romania and Iran. That's not a surprise. Argentina and Mexico over Holland and Egypt. Yep. And Paraguay and Turkey over Germany and South Korea. Are you kidding me? There is no way that group ends like that in the real world. Germany losing on goal differential to Turkey, and South Korea not even qualifying. And this is compared to Paraguay and Turkey? No. That one I'm not going to buy. I'll buy a lot of these other results. But not seeing Germany and South Korea fall at the group stage. In the round of 16, we saw Russia, England, France. France-Brazil rematch of the 98 World Cup. Horrible. France, Belgium, Uruguay, Spain, Argentina, and Mexico all advanced to the quarterfinal. In that quarterfinal, Belgium defeats Russia, England in extra time over France, Uruguay over Mexico, and Spain over Argentina. It's a 3 UEFA, 1 CONMEBOL semifinal, and Spain and England will move on to face each other. Belgium, Uruguay going to the third place playoff. In that third place, Belgium 3-1 win over Uruguay. And in the final, Spain defeats England 1-0. Spain are your 2018 World Cup champions in the 2018 World Cup in Russia. And after that World Cup, things got weird. You see, my contract with Glentoran FC ended. I was figuring, okay, it's expired. I'm going to be set to go look for another job. Because I'm pretty sure my time at Glentoran is done, since I don't think I can get us another challenge or another title challenge with this same squad. It's certainly not Linfield that much better. But the club kept me on a month-to-month contract, and when I went to look for another job, they got very, very upset. So I resigned. Now you'd think winning the trophies that I did with Glentoran would get me a fairly good job. Nope. I'm in Ukraine with recently promoted Energia NK. What is it with me and getting recently promoted squads? Ugh, I don't know. I just don't know. And more gallingly, this is a squad that came in with no staff, so I had to build it from scratch again, and no goalkeepers whatsoever. 0. I had Grays in my first match with these guys. We had 2 Grays and we lost 6-0. This is after their 2 matches without me at helm, so they had no staff whatsoever. They lost those 2 matches. Since I've come on, they've managed to score a goal, but the rest has been an absolute disaster. There's so much work to do with this squad, and things kind of got worse, because we lost our top player here, Alexander Fedenkov, he's so happy to be with this squad. He's a fantastic right winger, and he is now out for 2 months with a torn groin muscle. So that's great, considering that was our formation here, was a 4-1-4-1 defensive formation with the option of a 4-4-2 diamond. It's just not good at all. We have no natural right winger to fill in on that side. Even his depth option is out. Dmytro Prokop is out with 5 to 7 weeks. His own torn groin muscle, apparently that's going around. So we're not looking too good. So a lot of work is going to have to be done to be building this squad up from scratch. Looking at what I've done so far in the transfer market here, I've brought in as many players as I possibly could. So everyone you see here was brought in to either fill a hole or to try and, bolster our depth. Like I said, we had no keepers. I had to bring those in. Interestingly enough, for our scouting, we are allowed to look in Brazil. So Eastern Europe and Brazil, which is interesting. So we brought in Victor from Santa Cruz. He is a pretty darn good ball-winning midfielder, so hopefully he can be the spine of the team, and 18 aggression should help make us a little bit tougher to play against in the midfield. Also loaning anyone and everyone who will come down to me to try and build up the squad. So if you look at the situation here with the squad right now, we finally have goalkeepers. Vadim Melnichuk and Oleg Krugovic are our two keepers. Not lights out, not by a long shot. They are prospects. So, not expecting anything major out of these kids, but what I can say is that we have finally improved the situation of our Silver Star backline. So we now have a 4-star right back, 4.5-star center back, and 4.5-star left back. So at least we're looking a little more solid on the backline. Our midfield, again, definitely gonna need some work. Victor can't do it all himself. One thing at a time. The other thing to consider is our striking is just horrible. Dmitry Bobrov is not a bad option here. The 19-year-old that we brought in is easily our best striker. A veteran that we brought in here, Vasil Tovkatsky, is theoretically a 3.5-star striker. However, his finishing is 5. How do you get a 3.5 striker who's listed as a poacher, no less, on a 5? Horrible. So he's a little bit overpaid at 600 a week. In a 4-4-2, I may have him as the target forward or as the deep lying forward. There's no way I'm relying on him to score goals. Goodness knows that's not happening. As you can see, his 0 goals for us so far tells the tale. Quickly jumping over to the staff here, as I mentioned, I had to build the staff from scratch. So we have a U19's head coach, an assistant coach, U19's assistant coach, head of youth development, goalkeeping coach, physio, and 3 scouts. I do have that extra coach in there because, thank goodness, the board allows us to have 3 other staff, so we can get a physio and a coach, which is key. I do have the option for U21s, but considering we're bleeding money all over the place, I'm not going to go too hog wild there. I do have the option also for bonus staff for the U19s, which is not a bad idea. Considering that, unlike my previous squads, this is a fully professional squad. They're 100% professional. We are training round the clock. So there's a chance that my kids might actually develop into something useful. And wouldn't that be a fun change to have people actually hit their development potential? But, first they have to stay, non-injured enough. Oh my goodness, we're in so much trouble. We are in so much trouble. One thing I want to point out here with my staff, to look here at their coaching attributes. Pretty good, actually. I mean, my attacking stats here for Dmytro Suspitsin is just amazing that he's willing to play with us for the bargain basement price of 300 a week, which is fantastic. On the mental side, my assistant coach is sitting at 11-11, which is exactly what I want for this level of play. Someone who can get me decent analysis of the players. And my chief scout is a 12-14, which is just wonderful. Got my scouting crew working away quite diligently here, scouting as many players as I can get my hands on. We are checking out the Premier League above us for good loan options. Of course, we're scouting all of Ukraine, the league we're in currently, the Persha Liha. I did have somebody over in Brazil, but after one look, I realized, well, not many people are going to come looking after us. So let's just go look for a new fullback to try and help our situation here. Again, I'm looking for depth at this point, having managed to find good options on my own. But it'll be interesting to see if we can actually find Someone to help us get us off the bottom of the table. Currently on 0 points, negative 17 goal differential. I mean, oh man, one of these days I'm going to get on a squad that isn't just recently, promoted. And you might say, well, wasn't that Glentoran FC? And I would say, yes, that is true. I did have 2 seasons, 2 exceptional seasons with a very good squad. But the point of this series is that I am unemployable, not just because I'm a horrible coach, but because I keep flitting from club to club to experience as much of the footballing world as I can. Which is why I'm now in the Persha Liha in Ukraine. Quick season preview here. We are 5,000 to 1 odds against favorites. 5,000 to 1. You may recall my time with Haverfordwest, we were 2,000 to 1. So relegation was basically already carved in stone. 5,000 to 1. It isn't just carved in stone. They've already sent out the media guide for the 2019-2020 season, and it says we've been relegated. We are a complete and utter afterthought here. This is not going to be good. However, that is why I'm here, to try and do the impossible and keep us above water. We got to get points against these lower teams, that's for sure. We haven't been doing that so far. We have to start doing it. And our match today against Hernik Krivi, who are in 9th. So this is a team who is mid-table, 8 points currently, even goal differential. We're probably going to lose this, especially considering I have no right winger. So the question becomes, who do I put in that spot? Because as I said, if we look at the team depth chart here, there is no natural fit on the right side of the park. Which makes me think we're going to have to get creative until I can find a right-sided player. And I believe that means bringing in Igor Kolchin. Yes, I think that'll have to be it. I'll have to go to the 4-4-2 diamond, and we're just going to have to go ahead and bring it on in. Narrow diamond. Everyone knows how much I love this formation. Grigorenko, you're fine there. Victor, you need to be actually in that anchorman position. Hold this team together, please. And bring on our target forward here. See if that helps. Attacking mid. 2 automatic central midfielders. Yeah, no, I think we're going to do what we did last time, and we're going to go with a ball-winning defensive player. And yeah, I'll just keep you on the automatic for now. I'm not going to try and push the issue. Kolchin, you can go into the attacking role. Bring you onto the subs. These trialists are, Pavluk isn't the worst. Stavchuk certainly isn't the worst either. They are young, though, and I need people who are going to be a little more of an immediate impact. I can't just keep stalking the youth side. So what we'll do, I think, instead, I have Zinchenko here on loan as my left back. Not a bad depth loan at the very least, is we're going to have, let's do that. Let's flip that around. There we go. Good. All right. We'll do that. Juggle the players. Okay. That's the entire squad. That's the entire available player base to me. Shuvayev, no. Rybakov, no. We'll play Avdiukin and sub him up at the 60 if we need to. Squad numbers need to be given to our 2 newest players. There we go. All right. Into the fray we go. Against Desna Chernihiv. Which is interesting, because I thought we were playing Hernik Krikri. What happened there? I must have misread that. Well, now we're definitely going to lose this match against a similar 4-4-2 narrow diamond. Although, while we are playing with limited defenders across the back to try and keep everything simple, it looks like they are playing a little bit higher. Let's apply that advice. Alright, boys, just, let's try. No pressure. Good. Let's try and do a little bit better than we have been. Here we go. Energia NK in there. Blue. Desna Chernihiv in there, white with the blue stripes. Nice little pass here, actually, to start the opening rush here. Bobrov tries to get inside the area, but has the ball taken off his feet, and the attack dies. And my striker's already injured. Oh, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season. I will say this, though. The first thing I did when I got to this club, when I realized they had a little bit of money, was I instantly applied to go on a coaching course. And they have sent me on a Continental C coaching license course. So if nothing else, if I can survive at this club long enough... Oh, posted out by Kolchin. If I can survive at this club long enough to get that coaching license, hopefully that makes me a little more attractive to other teams around the world. Good block there. Shots currently 4-2 for Desna Chernihiv. They need up as well to clear that ball. Shevchenko. Surely can't be the famous Shevchenko. We shall see. Tovkatskil, Kolchin, Medin. Tovkatskil. Holding possession well, despite being horribly awkward at this formation. And all formations, let's be honest, because they've had no coaching staff to train them up. Medin, Kolchin, Bobrov, it was a good move there, actually. But Denchuk is there to grab the ball. All things considered, that was not the worst job in the world. And Medin here with the free kick. It's high. Doesn't find anybody in a blue jersey. Medin will try again. Saved by Denchuk. It might have been going wide, but he hits a paw to it all the same. Corner from Medin is low, and inside, it does hit the leg of the defender. But unfortunately, nothing further comes of it. Yep. Alright, you're not going to last the game. That's a shame. No, guys. Can't be doing that. We cannot be getting into a foul game here. Stay on feet. Shevchenko. Derkach. Kovalets. Bovtruk. And a goal for Desna Chernihiv. Alexander Derebshinsky with the goal in the half-hour mark. 1-0 for the visitors. Not good, but not entirely unexpected. Again, massive hole in the middle here. No one thinks to mark the striker who is right between them. There you go, Maftin Shevchenko. Yeah, that makes more sense. Definitely not the more famously named one. Very clumsy, keeping their clumsy defense all around, but thankfully the ball stays out of the back of the net this time. Near post flick on is wide by Derbshinsky. Kosimeshenko. Inside to Dudka. Kovalets. Waits for his men to get onside and goes to Bovtruk. Melnikov. Derebshinsky gets a corner off of that shot with the little deflection off the defender. Bovtruk. Head away by Grishuk. It's the ball again. He's onside. Line did not tag up nearly quickly enough. But Gurka will get the ball clear for Energia. He goes long, actually, looking for Bobrov. It's a very hopeful looking ball there. But it does force the throw in. Maligin. Victor. Grishuk. Medins. All these Eastern European names, and then Victor, our Brazilian anchorman. Can we get the ball into the box? That would be nice. Also, without a solid right winger, I think we can take off this exploit right flank option. And when you have, a superstar by this league standards anyway, right wing, of course you say exploit the right flank, but when he's out for 2 months, you can probably turn that option off. Kitka. Can't get to that ball, but Medin can. Gurka. Kolchin. Leonidov. Gurka. Medin. Kolchin looking for Bobrov. Oh, it deflects off of it in! Goal for Energia, Dmitry Bobrov! Oh, it's a very silly goal, but I will take it. I will take it. The pass was a little too hopeful. The clearance was bad, and Bobrov off the noggin and in. Not looking any worse for wear despite having a ball cranked off his head at close range. Medin's free kick. Off the bar! They make it 2! They make it 2 at the stroke of halftime. Alexander Yavorskil, my apologies. Yavorskil makes it 2-1 Energia. That's the first lead we've ever had in this league. Great free kick by Medin off the bar and down. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? A match I was so certain we were going to lose. We suddenly look very, very good in. Now, the problem is here is I don't want to waste Avdukin, who is not looking too well. Do I risk him? Do I risk him for another 15 minutes? I think I have to. Then we'll bring on Rybakov, I think. Rybakov or Shuvaev? Rybakov. Oh, I think Shuvaev, we have to bring him on. Alright, so we'll risk Avdukin for a little while longer. Then we'll bring on Shuvaev. And good. Alright. No doubt the Desna Sharnahev head coach is more than a little upset at what has just transpired. But I think having a structured formation is helping us here. They don't know what they're supposed to do. Just keep them from being overly chickens with their heads cut off running around the field. Alright. That's what I thought. Yep. Couldn't afford to leave him on much longer. Get him off the field. And Medin, despite him being a free kick taker, he's going to have to come off pretty quick because I do not go down to 10 men. Medin's free kick is wide. Oh, and Kolchin picks up a slight injury. Lovely. Well, Medin, you're going to have to stay on because I need to get Klak. Or do I bring on Grigorenko instead? Klak is not that bad of an option, actually. 11 passing, that'll do. That will do. Leonidov, Grishuk, Medin, Kolchin. Looks long for Bobrov, can't find him. And this time the back pass does not go off anybody's head. However, it will be headed by Medin. Can Gitka get there? No. Gurka, not Gitka. And Krugovic is there to snare the ball. Alright, boys, let's get on counter mode here. At this point, we want to try and keep things all in check. As we keep an eye... Oh, jeez, they're going 4-3-3. They're going for it here. They want this win back. Can't say I blame them. Stepanets, Kovalyets, Milkov. Good tackle there by Maligin. Shevchenko. Headed away by Shuvaev. Oh, he's already looking like a good sub. Making his coach look good. Fine, grabbed it by Krugovic. Energia maintain their slim lead. Gurka is brought down. That'll hopefully be a yellow. And it is a yellow. Gorgichenko. Leonidov. Gitka. Or Gurka. Not Gitka. Leonidov. Viktor. Grishuk. Gurka. Klak. Oh, Klak. You will be one of my favorites, Klak. You'll make the all-name team for sure. Viktor. Medin. Bodrov. Klak. Just wide. Klak. Viktor is clattered. Gurka clattered. Man, we are getting beat up here. I mean, if we get this win, that's great, but I can't really afford any more injuries. I don't think I can assemble another squad in that short of time. I know, we're all tired, we're all exhausted, but we have 20 minutes to go. We need to hold on for 20 more minutes. Weather the storm. Such a dive. Such a dive. Kovalets. Headed away by Shuvaev. Stepanets. Centered. No one can get that ball on target. Good scramble defense there by Energia. Desna Chernayev looking for that equalizer. It's an away match. I don't think anybody will be upset if they can't get the win, but against a team of our stature, not getting the win is a mark of shame at any point in the season. That said, I mean, geez, so many yellows, guys. Can we please not do that? Stay on feet, good. I need pep talk, guys. You need to calm down. Oh, good. Clark was tripped. Warren, he's already on a yellow, isn't he? Now that would be something for them to go down to 10. Shuliak. Karpenko. Shuliak's cross. Looking for Derchinsky. Headed away. Kovalets on the rebound. Patted away by Krugovic. Very nice. And penalty shouts are ignored. As they should be. Meanwhile, the corner by Kovalets is up and away by Viktor. Klak chasing onto it, and Klak will actually get there. Klak to Bobrov. Bobrov headed away. Leonidov will get there. What will he do with it? Just hoof it downfield and end the threat. And Viktor is injured. Well, nothing like having the squad 90% injured. Just makes life a little more interesting, right? Malgin, Grishak, Viktor, Klak, Viktor. Come on. Oh, yes! That better be the second yellow. That's his second yellow. Get off the field! Oh, that's fantastic. 4 minutes added time for all the nonsense, but they're down to 10. Medin, Bobrov, Klak. Oh, it's on target and runs free. Medin can't get it past Bobrov. Can't get a shot. That was very nearly the 3-1. That would have been the dagger. Krugovic, short to Shuvaev. And that's it! We have our first win off the noggin of Bobrov. And a fine in-close finish by Yavorsky. I'm sorry. It's a win! It's a win! Hooray! We're not horrible! Yay! Oh, let's be clear. We are still very horrible. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But we have a win, and it's always good for morale if you can get a win, especially after you've lost 6 straight. Oh my goodness. We are close to catching Niva Ternopoli and Bukovnia Chernivtsi for getting out of the relegation zone. It's still anybody's game to get out of the relegation zone. Goodness knows it's not going to be easy, but with that win, we at least get ourselves a touch closer to safety. Next time on Mr. Unemployable, we continue the Pershaliha campaign with Energia NK. Can this recently promoted squad with 5,000 to 1 odds of winning survive? We will find out. My name is Rituro. Thank you so much for watching Mr. Unemployable, everyone. If you like what you've seen, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell all your friends about the videos being hosted at youtube.ca/steelswords. Of course, you can go back to episode 1 and see how I have progressed since the days of Gjoviklin in Norway. If you want to watch these episodes as they're recorded live, don't forget you can do so at twitch.tv/Rituro. And if you want to reach out to me on Twitter, you can do so at @RituroGuy. I always appreciate hearing from all of you out there. Once again, my name is Rituro. Just call me Mr. Unemployable. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you next time.